welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I am making a new vision board. So I have my vision board from last year, and looking back at my vision board, I really achieved many of these stuff. Obviously, the things that I didn't focus on, I didn't achieve, because when you put it on a vision board, when you focus on it, you'll achieve it. If you just have it in the back of your mind and you're not really, because you can't just like put it on a vision board and think it's gonna happen. No, you have to work for it. 2021 was my year of learning. Literally, it was a year of growth. It was a year of lessons learned, a year of craziness, and just, I'm very, very grateful for 2021, just to say the least. And speaking of 2021, let's do a little montage of 2021. Let's get it.
I found somebody, I say you don't cross my mind. And she doesn't know that your favorite place is still mine. Now I take the long way home, avoid what I can't let go. I don't always think about you, but sometimes I do.
I have these things on my vision board. I have, I think I had the Netherlands on here. Me driving, my license, my car, which I still need to leave that on there because I am going to get that this year. This year I'm going to get that, and I'm going to go on road trips this summer. Speaking into existence, I'm going to go on road trips. I'm going to have my car. I'm going to have everything. So it's going to be good. I have some euros. I have a camera, some cameras. Obviously, I don't need my camera because I have my iPhone, which is like the best camera ever. I really don't need it. But if I manifest it, then, why not? I have a podcast mic, which I have a podcast mic over there. Amazing. I have some apartment inspo, and when I made this, I was living in my studio. I wasn't living in here where I'm living now, and I'm just so grateful to be living in this apartment, which is like fucking crazy. Like, I wouldn't have imagined this in my lifetime, literally. And I'm just so grateful that I have this space to myself to really relax. And obviously I love my alone time. I love being alone, and obviously if I want some company, I'll just be like, yo, come over, whatever. But I always have my alone time to myself if I want to be alone. I have Paris, I have London, which I've been to London. How many times have I been to London? 2 times since September? Was it 2 or 3? I've been to London, no, 2 times since September. In September, I went 1 time in September and 1 time in November. And I didn't think I was going to go to London that much, because I was like, when is the next time I'm going to go to London? Because last time I went to London was in 2019. And I was like, when is the next time I'm going to go to London? And I went 2 times this year, so that I did achieve. Paris, I still haven't reached yet. 2022 is going to be the year of Paris, and it's going to be the year of Italy. It's going to be the year of I'm going to say the Amsterdam. No, the Netherlands. I really want to visit there too. And just a year of travel. 2022, I see it as a year of traveling, as a year of growing even more, having a lot of successes, reading a lot of books. I just bought a book today. I don't want to get up and go get it, but I just bought a book today, and it's about self-growth. And I just love reading about self-growth, even though I'm already like healed of what has happened in the past. But you can never stop growing and learning, and teaching yourself the important lessons of life, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so I just have other quotes on here. Have a stylish photo on there of like my style inspo. And honestly, I hit the nail on the head, because a lot of the clothes I have now are pretty much all thrifted. And I could just get that basic style from my closet, which is great. Last year I made a video on making a vision board, and the video will be right here, wherever I put it. I am so different from last year. Literally, I'm a different person, which is good. Growth is great. Also, that video was like before everything happened to me in 2021. So, yeah, growth is amazing. Growth is great. If you watch that video, you're gonna be like, who's that girl? And I'm gonna watch that video after I film this video, and I'm gonna be like, yo, who is that girl? And let's make the new one. So I printed out some images. These, I got a 2022 one to put right in the middle, 2022. And then I got some quotes. Good things are fucking coming. Exactly, they are. Grateful for every little thing as I am. Visualize your highest self. Start showing up as her. You are exactly where you are meant to be, period. I had to learn that. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. If it's in a bad place, it's because I'm meant to be there. If it's in a good place, it's because I'm meant to be there. But don't overthink it. Wherever place you're at is because you're there because you need to be, even if you know what I'm saying. My highest self. 2022 is the year of my highest self. Only in 2021, only the half of 2021 was like my highest self, as you could say. But in 2022, it's going to be my full highest self growth, working towards what I want to do. And yeah, another picture of like a beach, like summer and stuff. And then my new podcast logo, which I love. Another quote: growth is uncomfortable because you've never been there before. You've never been here before. And I really like that quote because it is true though. Like when you're really in the ish, when you're really deep in that, you know, when you're really not trying to grow, when you're really growing, when you're in that situation, you think it's like the end of the world, and it's so uncomfortable. But once you get out of that, you'll realize that it was all for a greater picture and it was all for a purpose. And I love that so much. Also, some very fun pictures from Pinterest. Some summer inspo, some hot girl summer inspo. That's me and my friend Kaya. That's me and my friend Emily. Visualizing me with them in the beach, everywhere. Just reading under the trees. And because I really want to read more this year. Like I read, I didn't read anything in the summer because this is a funny story. Like I went to the library one day in the summer with my sister and I was like, okay, sis, I'm gonna read all these books. I got like 10 books because I had nothing else to do. I was at my house, you know? I had nothing else to do. So I was like, sis, I'm gonna read all these books. Like you better see me. Like I'm gonna really be reading. I'm gonna really be the queen of reading, the queen of literature, the queen of words. But I didn't read any book at all. But it's okay because I was growing. I didn't have the headspace to be reading books. But now I am in a good headspace. I do want to read. I just bought a book today on growth. And I just want to read more books in 2022 and just open my mind because reading is good. Reading is really good. And I just had to learn that. So yeah, growth is very good. I have just some goals. So another quote: I am becoming the best version of myself, as I should. I have a YouTube symbol for my YouTube growth because I'm going to be growing this year on YouTube. I'm going to be making videos. I always say it and I always do it. And this year I'm going to do it. I'm going to be making videos every single week. And I will have time to film, edit, make some awesome thumbnails and upload them. So that's a goal on there. A goal for this year, I'm going to say it into its existence. A goal for 2022 for my YouTube is reaching 10K. We are almost at 3K. Hopefully we reach 10K this year. I mean 2022 because we're still in 2021 when I'm recording this. And hopefully I reach 10K in 2022. I am going to reach 10K in 2022, period. The universe is listening to me. Is Lisbon right there. I love Lisbon so much with my heart. I just love that city so much. Like the only places I really have like love for is Madrid and Lisbon, because Madrid is obviously my home, and Lisbon, I just have a connection with Lisbon. And like when I go back, I haven't been for so long, and when I go back, it's just gonna be so much fun, and I just love it there. I love it there so much. I don't know why, but I love it. Also, I have Paris in there because I'm gonna be seeing my best friend in 2022. I keep saying this year, but we're still in 2021. I'm gonna be seeing my best friend in 2022, Kaya. If you're watching this, if you're listening to my podcast, I'm going to see you. So I have that, a picture of Paris. I also have a picture of Mexico, La Riviera Maya, because in June, literally my birthday, we have like an end of the year trip to Mexico, and I'm really manifesting that trip because I really want to go. And yeah, I just really want to have fun. Obviously we're leaving on my birthday, so it's like great. And yeah, I'm just manifesting a lot of fun for that, and I really want to go because I haven't been in Mexico since I was 5, and hopefully I could do that, save up money, and go. And I printed out some good grades, self-explanatory, good grades for the uni. Some money, because manifesting money, manifesting wealth, manifesting richness, period. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If it's meant to be, it will be. And by that I mean, don't force friendships, don't force any type of thing into your life. If you see that it's not working, don't make it work. Don't try to make it work, because in that moment it's not working. Maybe it'll work later, but you cannot force anyone into your life if they don't want to be, obviously. I know that nostalgia hits people, and it hit me, and it came to a point where I was pretty much forcing my feelings and forcing what I really felt and forcing something that wasn't even there. And once you start forcing something, it goes to shit. Like, literally, it goes out the window. It leaves. And it leaves when you least expect it. And that's one lesson I've learned in 2021, to not force things. Just let it all flow. Also, I've learned a big lesson on energy. The energy you put out is the energy you're gonna receive. If you're putting out toxic, bad energy, you're negative all the time, you're just someone that no one wants to be around, no one will be around you. No one will be around you. No one will be around you. And I know that it's hard not to be negative and all that stuff. And, obviously bad things happen sometimes and whatever, but you have to try to stay positive, because now, once you get in that negative mindset and once you're there for a while, it's really hard to get out of that mindset, that little rut that you have, or whoever has, that I had. I'm talking about my experience. Whenever I had a rut before, I would be in that negative mindset forever. I never got out of it until I went home. And it was the worst thing that could ever happen, because I was exposing all of that negative energy on people that did not deserve it, on people that did not deserve it. And, lesson learned, obviously. But it really hit me that I was just a negative mind from the beginning of the year until like August. There wasn't one day where I wasn't thinking negatively about someone or a situation or anything like that. I was really thinking negatively all the time. And I didn't know how to get out of it, because I was just thinking negatively. And when you're in that negative headspace, when people complain about, their lives or whatever, you're like, okay, I'm gonna complain too. And when you're complaining and, you're with people that complain a lot, it really affects your energy. It really affects your energy. Like, now that I am in a better headspace, if I have a negative thought in my mind, it doesn't linger. It's just like there and it goes. As should all emotions. It should come and go. It should flow. It shouldn't stay stagnant. It shouldn't stay there. Mental health is a priority, and it is. It is. Very big priority. But now, as I said, when you are healed, I am healed now. I am in a much better headspace. Thank you, Lord. When you're around people that are negative, it makes you not want to be around those people. It makes you second guess of like, yo, are these friendships fulfilling me? Like, are these friendships fulfilling me or emptying out my cup? If they're not bringing more, for example, if they're not bringing more water to your cup, like adding more water to your cup, they're just subtracting water and taking from you. They're not giving. Obviously, it's a 50-50, like you have to give and take. But if they're just taking your energy, and you just don't feel good when you're around them, or after you hang out with them, you just like, oh, why did I do that? Like, I just feel like shit. Take those people out of your life. Take those people out of your life. You only deserve people that fulfill you, and if they don't fulfill you, say bye to them. If they're not fulfilling for you, if they're not helping you on your journey, if they're not aligning with you, if you're not on the same wavelength, it's gonna clash, because you're not on the same line, and those lines will never meet. When you're not aligning, and you're trying to force something that's not in your alignment, or force someone in your life that's not in your alignment, it's just going to be hell. And I learned that from experience. So, if they're not in your wavelength, take them out. If they're not fulfilling you, take them out. Distance yourself, because your mental health is a priority. And surround yourself with people that you love. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good, make you feel fulfilled, make you feel good, and you make them feel good as well. Like, it's a 50-50. It's not like 100%, you know. But it's just that. Like, you really need people that fulfill you, that make you feel good, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be around people that empty out your cup, that are negative all the time, because then you're going to start thinking negatively and in that mindset, because that's all you have around. If you have positive people around you, if you have people that congratulate you when you achieve your goals and congratulate you from the heart, not just because, haha, congratulations, you know, whatever. No, because I congratulate you and they really feel it, or just in general, that they congratulate you. Like, if they're not like jealous of you for your wins, you know, because that's fucking toxic. Like, take those toxic people out if they're not congratulating you on your wins. Because if they're your friend, they're going to congratulate you on your wins, and vice versa. You know? Like, if they're jealous of you, that you have something that they don't, oof, take them out, bruh. Take them out. Be the energy you want to attract. Be the energy you want to attract. Be the energy. I'm like, it's like a revelation. Be the energy you want to attract. It's such a simple quote, but it's so real. If you're a negative person, that's where you're going to attract negative people. If you're a positive person, you're going to attract positive people. Period. That's it. The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. Your daily routine. My daily routine. Well, I lost my routine because we're on vacation right now. But I usually wake up, make my matcha. I usually read a book, try to, and all of that. But, you know, it's really hidden in the daily routine. If you have a good routine, you will have a good mental health. Because if you don't have for me, for example, if you don't have a routine, I'm really anxious and just really in my head. And another quote, literally everything I say has a quote when I'm taking it off. You are bigger than what is making you anxious. Before, I was a very, very anxious person for the things that were happening to me, that were my fault. But the things that were happening to me made me really anxious, and I was just such an anxious person. I couldn't drink coffee because coffee made me anxious. Like, I would drink coffee and I could not breathe, and I could not, oh my God, it just made me so anxious and just overthinking, because my head was already overthinking. So imagine a girl that's overthinking, drinking coffee, caffeine, that hypes her up even more. I don't even want to, oh my God, that was like the worst feeling ever. But now that this quote doesn't apply to me anymore, taking it off, but you are bigger than what is making you anxious, 100%. I'm basically going to do a little montage of me putting these images on my vision board, and I'll see you guys when I'm done.